Hey, good people, welcome back. Another episode here. Today I want to talk about diamonds. And in my background here, I have a YouTube video loaded up with Jay-Z and Kanye West rapping about diamonds are forever. And we'll get into that. There's a reason it's up there. So let's begin with the history of the diamond. A lot of people don't know this, but the Rothschild family, an infamous name in conspiracy circles, the major banker family, they established the De Beers Corporation in 1888, and that was the original diamond company. It was located in what they called Cape Colony, Africa. Think of the CC abbreviation. That's like 3-3, like Christopher Columbus. Anyhow, we're going to be talking about gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words as invented by Pythagoras, where 33 is very important and the appropriate number for a name. There's two ways to add if you've never watched before. You can just add up a word with the appropriate letter value based on its alphabetic order. For example, the word name itself is spelled N-A-M-E. That's the 14th, the 1st, the 13th, and the 5th letter. If you sum name, it sums to 33. The other way to add is as you see on the screen for De Beers, you see how R is worth plus 9, D is worth 4 because it's the 4th letter, E is worth plus 5 because it's the 5th, B is worth plus 2 because it's the 5th, obviously, but then you get to R and it's worth 9. R is not the 9th letter, it's the 18th letter, so what you do is you take 1 plus 8, sum it, it becomes 9, and then you add the whole word. So you just reduce every letter and then add. That's why in diamond, M becomes 4 because it's the 13th letter, 1 plus 3 is 4. So anyway, Scottish Rite Freemasonry, the foundational degree is 31, and the highest degree is 33. And the foundational degree, De Beers, is what the name adds to, 31. 3 plus 1 sums to 4. And if you look in the Bible where there's lots of gematria, the 4th book in the Bible is titled Numbers. Numbers. 4 is the foundational number in numerology. All right, so De Beers, it has the 31/4 numerology because 3 plus 1 is 4, foundation. And look at the name diamond itself, 33, what a name should equal. And think about the diamond in our society, how important it is. Just think about it. Any man who wants to marry the girl in almost any culture, at least any Western culture, has to get her the diamond, and he better get her the biggest diamond he can afford that she'll be satisfied with. Otherwise, there might be some consequences, you know what I mean? So think about how important this gem, this stone, this commodity is in our culture. And it's constantly reminded how important it is, from music to movies to what have you. So, moving on, I want to go back and look at this. The year 1888 is also curious. The United States flag was established June 14th, 1777. If you add up that date, 6 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, it equals 33. And just notice the triple sevens, and in this case, the triple eights. This is coming 111 years after the flag was established. So, the names George Washington in gematria sum to 88. So does the name Uncle Sam. So does the word program. So does the word poison. So does the word maleficent, which means evil. Do you think that maybe the real motive behind making us all want diamonds is evil? All right, let's look at diamonds and hip-hop, because this is a... I mean, if there's a place that diamonds show up in society, it's hip-hop music, right? We got it in the teeth, we got it in the cars, the earrings, the necklaces, the watches. I think I've even seen it in fingernail polish. Crazy. All right. So, let's skip Jay-Z for a second and just go right to Beyonce. Beyonce, actually let's skip Beyonce and just go down to the bottom so we don't think this starts with Beyonce or something. The word rock star in gematria sums to 33. The name Beyonce sums to 33. The group she came from was Destiny's Child. The word destiny sums to 33. Jay-Z and Blue Ivy, Jay-Z and Beyonce had a daughter named Blue Ivy. Look at what Blue Ivy sums to in gematria. Do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce are into gematria? I don't. I don't even think that they know what their names add up to, honestly. I think this is just the stamp, the trademark of who really owns these people. Notice the abbreviation trademark is TM. That's 20 plus 13 equals 33. And we also use that abbreviation for mountain. Flip it around, m plus t is 33. And when we think of mountains, we think of peaks. The word peak in gematria sums to 33. That's 16 plus 5 plus 1 plus 11. So I'm just showing you the 33. It's in things of significance. Not everything is 33. Don't get that idea. It isn't so. But here's another example up on the screen. There's another 33 before us. The name Kanye West sums to 33. And who's he married to? Kim. Kim is 11 plus 9 plus 13. Kim also equals 33. In hip-hop, they like to use the word lil, like ill. They both sum to 33, 9 plus 12 plus 12. And really, that's what this is. This is all about making us ill without us even realizing it. It's about enslaving us to sick people, like bankers, like the Rothschilds. The word banker in gematria equals 33. When you think of big banks in the United States, you probably think of Bank of America, who has a symbol made up of 3 11s that look like the flag. What is 11 plus 11 plus 11? Bank of America owns Visa, which in gematria becomes 22 plus 9 plus 1 equals 33. This stuff's not a coincidence. You look at a lot of the terror plots over the years, all sorts of 33. You probably remember that long shootout in front of Bank of America. It lasted 44 minutes. Go look up the shooters' names, 3333. And they originated out of Columbine before the Columbine school shooting thing happened. So just think about that. Anyway, people, this is just more knowledge. Wanted to clue you into what diamonds are really all about. And when you spend your money on them, who you're funneling your money to. The Freemasons, these people with the highest degree of 33, 31, 32, 33. Those are their 3 ranging degrees for Scottish Rite Freemasonry, the same place English is from. The word knowledge sums to 96, just like 31 plus 32 plus 33. The word Satanism also sums to 96. And the Freemasons believe in something called the Supreme Being, but they don't unleash what that knowledge is until you achieve a certain rank. If you're wondering if I'm a Freemason, no, I am not. I would not sign up with such an organization. But in Satanism, you should look up, if you're not familiar with Satanism, people, you need to look it up, because Satanism is the religion of today, and most people are Satanists whether they realize it or not. Satanism is the worship of yourself. And think about hip-hop music and artists like Jay-Z and Kanye West. As someone who's listened to hip-hop music myself from a young age, I've never liked these guys, especially Jay-Z, because all they are is self-promoters. I've always preferred artists like Andre 3000, who raps about the reverse of materialism. I just heard some song on the radio of his. It's not really a song I like, but he's rapping about not ever buying a new car again because of the banking behind it. I mean, who else is rapping about stuff like that? So there's people with a good message out there. I don't mean to bash hip-hop totally. But these clowns, Jay-Z, Kanye West, these guys don't even write their lyrics. They're just promoters for these Rothschilds and entities behind them who want to sell the mainstream consumerism and diamonds and all this poison they don't need. It's programming. That's why they established it in the year 1888. It's not an accident. They knew that they could program the world around the diamond, and they have, and think of all the wealth they rake because of it. You look at purse companies like Louis Vuitton, L in gematria becomes 3 and V stays 2-2. Louis Vuitton is like 3-2-2, like Skull and Bones. Chanel has the double C's, 33. This stuff's not obvious. These are some of the biggest corporations in the world. One of the tenets of Satanism is to rule men through women because they know women are more easily possessible because of materialism and whatnot. It's obvious. I mean, anybody who's alive, man or woman, knows that's the truth. And every man and woman knows the same truth once they reach a certain age. Woman does run the show. Us men need women. We can't live without them. And we have to appease them. So that's why the Satanists are controlling the women and controlling us men, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So hope you learned something about the diamond. If you got to propose to that girl, maybe you should talk to her about doing it a different way. Peace out, people. Encore. I just want to imitate Jay-Z and this stupid-ass symbol he always puts up. Beyonce puts it up too. We all know it's a diamond, but now you really know what it's about. And the phrase "a diamond is forever" is these people saying that they're going to be forever. And let's end that. That doesn't need to be. We don't need to be worshiping these clowns, giving them our money, keeping them in power, keeping us slaves. That's what it's about. And Jay-Z and Beyonce sell their souls, just like all the other people who do it, for the money and power, for the diamond. Jay-Z refers to himself as Hova, as a shout out to Jehovah, which also sums to 33. And Jay-Z, the significance of that name is that's letters 10 through 26. In numerology, 10's the God number. And in gematria, 26 is also the God number. But when you add 10 and 26, you get 3-6. And what's 3-6 make you think of? Double encore. Forgot to tell you one more thing. This Cecil Rhodes dude, Cecil Rhodes, who was in charge of the De Beers, he is who the Rhodes Scholarship is named after. So when you see on the media when they're saying Rhodes Scholar, making you think this is some great person, no, that is not the case. Know that that is someone who is part of this conspiracy of 33. A Rhodes Scholar is not a good thing.